Headphones with super bass enhancement? Let's find out if they're worth it. Dave Taylor here, and I want to talk about headphones. This time, I want to talk about these. These are really interesting. These are the Beyerdynamic Custom One Pro Plus. Plus is plus an accessory kit. So let's start there. All right, so you can see here that on the ear cups, there is this space on each side. These headphones come with all these cool inserts. So there's a lot of different designs. In fact, they are two-sided designs. So there's quite a lot of different ways that you can customize the look of your headphones. That's super fun. But of course, really what matters with headphones is what do they sound like? So let's talk about these because these have super bass enhancement. And what does that look like? It's these slider switches on both of the earpieces that actually let you go from a normal standard audio to having enhanced, super enhanced, crazy super enhanced bass. And you know what? They sound really good when you don't have it on at all. So maybe it's just the kind of music I listen to, but I've tried, some fairly industrial music and some more techno pop and stuff, and the bass is just kind of overkill. It just gives you so much bass that there's really not much space for anything else in your music. So the good news is you can even adjust them while you have your headphones on. You can literally just move the slider up and down. It's a little stiff, but you can do that and just hear, what does my music sound like with all that extra bass, or what does it sound like without it? Now, I'm doing this, but don't be confused. These are not wireless headphones. You are required to plug in a wire. And what's cool is they include two wires. So this one is your more standard headphone wire, and it has, as you can see, an adapter if you want to use an old school headphone jack or 3.5 millimeter. But the cooler one is this one, which is a little shorter, but it has a built-in remote mic, and so you can actually plug it in, and now you can actually take phone calls with it. So of course I immediately had to try that by plugging it into my phone and making a phone call, and the person on the other end, it was kind of weird. They sounded better on these than they do in person. Sorry, Steve, you just sounded great when you were on my headphones. And he said that I sounded crystal clear, really, really good. So that's really nice. And you would expect no less from Beyerdynamic because they really know what they're doing with microphones and with headphones, particularly in the microphone side. They do a ton of stuff with microphones. And, so really good stuff. Now, let me also point out that these are the style of headphones that really seal around your ears. Now, they're soft and there's lots of padding, but this really, there ain't no sound when you put these on, but they're not active noise cancellation. So they're not what's called ANC. These are more of what they call passive noise cancellation, which means you can't hear nothing else because they're on your ears so snug. On a hot day when you're sweating, these are not going to be great. But normal listening environment, these are a nice way to cut out a lot of background noise. Will they compete effectively on something like an airplane? Probably not. I think in a really loud environment, active noise cancellation can be a huge win. But if you just want to hear something while you're studying at school or you're at work and you just don't want to hear the chatter from the people around you while you're in your cubicle, sorry, you're in a cubicle, so it goes. These can work really well. Now, one thing I did find is that when I first plugged them in, I only got one channel of audio. And I thought, that's weird. So I reversed the cable, and then I got both channels, and I said, okay, so there's something about the connector. So then I went back to the regular connector, because of course you don't really want your microphone at the phone end, you want your microphone at the headphone end. So again, I put them in, and what I realized is that they're different size ends. And I'm not sure why they designed it that way, but this one actually requires a little bit of enthusiastic pushing to get it to really connect properly. And if you don't have it in quite far enough, then you're going to get left channel audio but not right channel audio. So it's pretty easy to know you didn't do it right. But I found that to be surprising that I had to push it in so enthusiastically, and that might be something that over time becomes less of a hassle. Let's see, what else can I tell you? So it comes with both cables, comes with the cool accessory kit, which is what the plus means, comes with this little adapter. It does not come with a carrying case, and these do not fold up. So these are not the greatest portable headphones in the world, because they're going to be just like this in your bag or your backpack. So that's up to you to decide if that's an issue. The remote microphone is compatible with both iPhone and Android. Cool. And let's see, there are actually 16 pairs of stickers. Whoa. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to put any of them on, but hey, I could be #happy, so there is that. Seriously? #happy? Are you going to put those on yours? It's cool. I'm not judging you. I'm not #judging you. Frequency response is just crazy. It's way better than you're hearing. It goes from 5 hertz up to 35,000 hertz. Honestly, you're not going to be able to hear that much. I know I can't hear that much. And in terms of the sound, let's talk about that for a second. I wasn't really blown away by these. Now, you know, to be fair, Beyerdynamic makes some really beautiful high-end headphones that are in the $900,000 range, and they have amazing sound. So I didn't expect these to sound quite like that, but they sound good, but not great. There's a sort of, I don't know, there's like the mid-range is a little low, and it's not too bright, which is nice, but I just was wanting a little more out of my music than I was getting. Kind of hard to describe, but they sound really good for the price range, but maybe I've just been spoiled by having far more expensive headphones on as a sort of daily wear. If you can, try them. You know, I think you'll like them. You know, you go look on Amazon, people love the sound on these things. And frankly, some people like the bass boosts. I don't get that, but they are happy. And that's all that really matters. But, you know, these are big, substantial headphones. They're comfortable. You can wear them for a couple hours. They don't have the issue I've had with some recent headphones where I suddenly feel like my head's about 4 inches too wide. Maybe it is, I don't know, but I don't want my headphones telling me that. And the 1.6 pounds, so they're not the super lightest headphones in the world, but that's also because of the style, the over-ear sealing style. There's a certain amount of hardware you have to do to be able to make these. Now, speaking about a certain amount of things you got to do, one of the things I'm going to ask you to do right now is go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Done? Great, thank you. Really appreciate that. Now, the only other question is, all right, with all these cool stickers and everything, how much do they cost? And actually, to be fair, they're not stickers, they're like little plastic inserts. So, these Beyerdynamic Custom 1 Pro Plus headphones, with the accessory kit included, and both cables, and this box, how do you not like that box, is $173.04. I am not kidding you. $173.04 at Amazon.com. Why the 4 cents? Why $173? Who the heck knows? But that's how much they are, and I like them. I don't love them, but I like them. And for some people, these could be a really rockin' solution, especially if you're just never happy with how much bass you have. Just be careful that adding more and more bass by using the sliders doesn't end up washing out the rest of the range of music that you're listening to. But again, for some people, that might be awesome. Anyway, this is Dave Taylor, and I'll catch you in my next video.